Hey everybody, welcome back to the Thinking Crypto channel. I have some very bullish news to share with you all. El Salvador has officially made Bitcoin a legal tender. This is bullish for Bitcoin and the entire crypto market. Just huge adoption news here. In addition, macro investor Raoul said he pitched 3,000 institutions this afternoon today on crypto. And remember, this is a guy who is at Goldman Sachs. He's well known, huge connections to the traditional financial world. And Invesco, which is a traditional financial company, has thrown its hat in the ring for crypto ETFs. Very bullish in my opinion. And finally, Brad Garlinghouse, Ripple CEO, weighs in on some recent comments that Jay Clayton, the former SEC chairman and the one who filed a lawsuit against Ripple, what Jay Clayton had to say recently about crypto regulations is very interesting. We're going to break it down. Now, before I get into it, please go ahead and hit that thumbs up button, leave a comment below, and hit the subscribe button if you're new here. It helps support the channel and it doesn't cost you anything. Guys, heads up, my interview with Marathon Digital Holdings, the Bitcoin miner, their CEO Fred Thiel. My interview with him will be live tomorrow. You don't want to miss that. We talk about Bitcoin mining in the US, the Bitcoin Mining Council, Elon Musk, El Salvador. Huge and very insightful interview, guys. You don't want to miss it, so make sure you have that notification bell enabled. Also, don't forget to subscribe to my free weekly newsletter. And OKCoin, be sure to use that exchange. I work for them and we have the lowest fees out of all the exchanges. Why pay high fees for buying, selling, trading crypto? Save your money or use it towards crypto, right? Why give it away in fees? So link in the description, be sure to sign up. Now, let's take a look at the prices here on the crypto market cap. Bitcoin back over $37,000. We're seeing some green up over 11% from a 24-hour perspective. And it's bouncing off the news from El Salvador, which is very bullish. Now, I like to keep it real with you guys. I'm hoping this is indeed the breakout that we're looking for. But look, we could technically, or the possibility of going down to 28,000 and consolidate, move sideways before breaking out upwards and continuing the bull market. I do believe we will continue. It's a matter of when, not if, right? So it just depends on the timing here. I'm hoping this El Salvador news is the momentum we need to work our way back up. So we shall see. Patience is the key here, but we are still in a bull market in my opinion, and using some of the data from the macro level charts like the stock to flow model. So here's the big news, very bullish for Bitcoin and the entire market. It's official. El Salvador's legislature votes to adopt Bitcoin as legal tender. A supermajority of the El Salvadoran legislature voted to adopt Bitcoin as legal tender early Wednesday morning. So this happened earlier this morning today. And the legislature voted in favor of the President Nayib Bukele's proposal for the Latin American nation to adopt Bitcoin. The president intends to sign the bill into law later tonight or early in the morning. 62 members of the legislature voted in favor of the bill, with 19 opposed and 3 abstentions. Bukele provided further details about his vision, pitched as an effort to boost financial inclusion in a country where only 30% of citizens have access to financial services. In a Twitter Space conversation early Wednesday morning, hosted by Nick Carter of Castle Island Ventures and Coinmetrics, users won't necessarily have to use a government wallet, Bukele said. That's good. So, they can use whatever wallet they want and people can accept Bitcoin as payment, right? And pay with it and receive it and so forth. So Bukele also said in the same Twitter Space conversation that the country is designing a new law that would grant permanent residency to any individual who invests 3 Bitcoin into El Salvador's economy. That is very interesting. And they have a lot of cheap energy there, so you can imagine some mining companies are going to look to head there. So the bill that was just passed will mandate all businesses to accept Bitcoin for goods or services, but the government will act as a backstop for entities that aren't willing to take on the risk of a volatile cryptocurrency, the president said. Guys, this is groundbreaking, amazing, bullish news. And as we've been talking about in leading up to the votes, that game theory suggests other countries will follow suit. We already started seeing political representatives from Mexico, Brazil, Paraguay, Panama are turning bullish on Bitcoin, right? They changed their profile photos to laser eyes. They've been tweeting about it. So I think we're going to see just a boom in Latin America of mining, adoption of crypto. And remember, it starts with Bitcoin, and Bitcoin is usually the gateway, the doorway, and then altcoins will follow. You're going to see people buy altcoins. And we've seen it in other markets, obviously here in the United States, and just even institutions. They will put Bitcoin on their balance sheet and then they'll go buy others. So I think this is very, very bullish, and I hope you see what is taking place here. And one thing I like to emphasize is crypto is global, is borderless. And you could be anywhere in the world and you can participate in this asset class. There are no gatekeepers. You could have just $100 in Bitcoin and you are part of the asset class. So it's pretty amazing. Now, Grayscale CEO Michael Sonnenshein, he was on CNBC. He said, "We would not be surprised to see states and central banks add Bitcoin to their balance sheet." I think that is on the roadmap, guys. I've personally interviewed the mayor of Miami, Francis Suarez, and he wants to do this, obviously. And I think you could see countries around the world, maybe not the U.S., but other countries put Bitcoin in their balance sheet. I mean, El Salvador could easily do it, right? Because it's a legal tender now. So there's some really exciting things ahead, guys. And patience is the key, as mentioned. Now, check this out. Raoul Pal. I'm a big fan of Raoul. He's the founder and CEO of Real Vision. He's a global macro investor. The guy was at Goldman Sachs with Steve Mnuchin and many other guys. Check what he tweeted out today. "I'm presenting the case for crypto to 3,000 institutional clients and staff of a global investment bank this afternoon. Trying to do my part and grateful for the opportunity. Wish me luck." See what's happening here, guys. You're going to see a lot more institutions coming in. You know, we've already seen many. I've already jumped in. Mass Mutual, Guggenheim Fund. We've seen Goldman Sachs, JP Morgan, Morgan Stanley. All of them are going to start offering a Bitcoin fund to their wealthy clients. Now, check this out. Invesco plans 2 crypto-focused ETFs. Atlanta-based Invesco is an investment management firm with $1.5 trillion in assets. So they're no joke. And you are seeing just these traditional companies, financial companies, who have nothing to do with crypto, right? They're jumping in. They see the writing on the wall. So it looks here they're becoming the latest entrants into the field, while approval of an actual Bitcoin ETF by the U.S. SEC remains elusive. But we've seen a lot of other companies throwing their hat in the ring, Goldman Sachs included. So I do think there's a high probability of one getting approved this year, or more than one maybe. But I think this might be the year, but we shall see what the SEC does. So roughly 85% of the Invesco Galaxy Blockchain Economy ETF and Invesco Galaxy Crypto Economy ETF will be in crypto-linked equities, according to a filing with the SEC. The rest of the portfolio will be in other trusts and funds that hold crypto. The Invesco Galaxy Crypto Economy ETF will track the investment results of the Alerian Galaxy Global Cryptocurrency Focused Blockchain Index, while the Galaxy Blockchain ETF will track the results of the Alerian Galaxy Global Blockchain Index. Oh my gosh, the names they have for these indexes and ETFs. The Invesco ETFs are just the latest ETFs set up by Financial World, gain exposure to the world of cryptocurrencies while companies wait for the SEC to approve an actual Bitcoin ETF. Until recently, this was viewed as likely this year, but has become less so based on recent rhetoric out of Washington, D.C. Invesco's funds may skirt the SEC's Bitcoin ETF blockade by only investing indirectly in cryptocurrencies. Atlanta-based Invesco is an investment firm with, once again, the $1.5 trillion in assets. Very bullish, guys. These people are recognizing what is happening and what's going on, and they're throwing their hat in the ring. Now, speaking of the SEC and what's going on in DC, we know the high-profile lawsuit in the crypto market against Ripple from the SEC and the likes of Jay Clayton, how he handled that. We've talked about that ad nauseum. But I was very surprised to see Brad Garlinghouse tweet a reply about this. So Wall Street Journal, they put out an article and they quoted Jay Clayton. He said, "We shouldn't assume we need to reinvent the regulatory regime just for crypto," said Jay Clayton. Brad Garlinghouse, in response, said, "My main takeaway from this, Jay Clayton is joining the chorus of voices saying there is and has been a lack of regulatory clarity for crypto, and that stifles innovation here in the US. Definitely ironic, but better late than never." So obviously the irony there, this man dropped a BS lawsuit against Ripple over XRP and ran out the door, and he didn't approve a Bitcoin ETF under his respective tenure. So the fact that he's now calling for this even shows how slimy of a move and the conflict of interest of what he did while he was at the SEC and where he went after that to a company that is invested in Bitcoin. So now he's beating the drum like, yeah, we should approve it, but he didn't want to do it then because he probably was talking to these people along the way. And this is just speculation. I don't know for a fact, but where there's smoke, there's fire. He was probably in contact and he's waiting to get out there. And now he's, at the company. And now he could benefit from it significantly. So you see the conflict of interest there. So Brad continues, cryptos, like nearly any new innovative technology, can be used for good or bad purposes. The problem is that the US companies seeking to be compliant and use this tech for good are left in limbo, or for Ripple, worse, because of a lack of a clear, predictable framework. Finally, Brad said, my favorite quote from the article, this is what Jay Clayton, I guess, had to say. "We must also keep in mind the default rule in the American system. Innovation is welcome, absent some legal reason to oppose it. Words to live by." So we've been talking about the Ripple lawsuit. Of course, I do believe a settlement might be in the works just because I don't know if the SEC wants to release their communications and information about how they came to the conclusion that Bitcoin and Ethereum are not securities. And we see the judge ordered them to. And, there's just a bunch of loopholes here in their armor, or chinks in their armor. And I think Ripple has the upper hand, in my opinion. But we'll see what happens. And I'm hoping it's a settlement. We get the regulatory clarity, and we can move forward. The rest of the market can use this lawsuit as a guidance. And I think Congress may eventually have to step in with a full crypto law like the Token Taxonomy Act. So guys, what do you think about this news? Very bullish in my opinion. Let's hope it gives Bitcoin the momentum it needs to break out upwards. And as always, Bitcoin moves the market. Bitcoin pumps, alts follow. So we need Bitcoin to do well, guys. We haven't decoupled. And if anybody tells you otherwise, they're lying to you. You got to look at the data, the facts, the trends. This is how it is. Is it a matter of personal preference, or do I want it this way? No, but it is what it is. We have to live in reality. So let's hope, fingers crossed, this is the breakout upwards. But like I said, the other scenario, we could go down a little bit more, consolidate before breaking out. So leave your thoughts and comments below. Hit the thumbs up button, share this video, be sure to subscribe, and I'll talk to you all later.